Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Here I have Quiz, and Quiz is actually on the controller this time around.
Hey, thanks Paladin for letting me work some cams. It's kind of like playing Siege without having to shoot people, and my aim isn't very good, so...
It frees up my hands to make gestures that no one's going to see.
If only we could.
I'm a very... I don't know what you'd call that. Kinetic talker, I guess. Because I like to use my hands. I like to emphasize things, and when you're, behind a computer screen, I get to do that.
Well, you said last time we casted you're Italian, or part Italian, right?
That's how I know I'm part Italian.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a banger of a game. We've had two banger games so far today, but this one is the bangest of them all. It is Blind Bandits versus Aggressively Average. Blind Bandits looking to cement themselves as a playoff team, and Aggressively Average trying to claw their way back into this playoff race. They've had some struggles these last couple weeks, but, they're a team that can still make some waves. They're still a very solid team. They've just been trying to find their footing a bit.
Let's see.
Footing. We have Nixolist, Frost Raw, Highlights, Norway, and Polo going up against the Blind Bandits, who are Wansboro, Comets, Fazo, Tiny Taco, and Toastferatu. Is Fazo still on the team?
Yes.
We'll find out once we get in the game, obviously.
Right, I believe they have one sub. I'm not sure who for.
Well, again, we'll find out in game.
We'll find out. Stay tuned. And everybody's loaded into the lobby, so if you're ready, we can get started.
I am ready.
All right. Well, we know what the map is, thanks to these really cool flybys. Thank you, Mosey. Makes us look like a Pro League stream.
Just look a little professional, yeah? A little professional. Not
For me, you should give him a big slap on the ass.
Just enough. All right, well, let's jump into it.
Rein in your sub.
Jump into it indeed. I'm still looking at the roster screen, by the way.
Yep, give me one sec.
Okie dokie. Oh. The stream has ended, but I can go ahead and talk. Clubhouse is a map. I believe this week we have had 2 Villa. This is our second Clubhouse, and we've had 1 Chalet. So Clubhouse is a map that a lot of teams are really starting to default into as we get into these final weeks. It's a map a lot of people are comfortable on, especially teams that have newer players. It's a map that, a lot of people feel comfortable going to. A lot of people know how to attack it.
Yeah, it does feel like a chore a little bit sometimes, doesn't it? Attacking Clubhouse.
It does feel like a chore. I would argue, though, that Clubhouse, as we start getting to the point where people start learning these maps very well, like, Clubhouse is a map that's been around for forever. It's barely been touched. I can't even remember the last time it has been touched. But Clubhouse is a map that a lot of people have learned how to play, and a lot of people have learned how to attack on that same threshold.
Yeah.
And so we're seeing it. It's kind of turning. Oh, by the way, I picked defending first. Is that true?
Well,
It's not. Well, it is entirely possible that is true. It's not me this time. Quiz just dying in the corner.
Okay. We got a rehost.
Would you, yeah, we will rehost. Just abandon match. Hop back in. We will get right back in as soon as possible. Would you like to meet if you want to swap over the tech thing? Would you like to go silent, or would you like me to fill the dead air? Because I
Fill some dead air. Fill some dead air, Paladin.
All right, we have the start of the new season coming Monday. Sense is going to become available. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really. Oh, it was on West. It was on West too, on top of it.
Oh boy. Okay.
Ooh.
Let's get all that out of the way.
Yes, it was indeed. But we have Sense coming out on Monday. I don't believe, though, that Sense is going to be an operator that we're going to allow in Pro League. I could be wrong. That's going to be up to the admins themselves, but I don't know off the top of my head. My volume needs to double. You are quiet, and Quiz can go up like 20%. Oh,
Okay.
We are apparently very quiet.
Lots
Oh,
of
you
things
might
to
have-
work on here. Okay. I gotta
You might
turn.
have me like turn down on Discord or something.
That would make sense. I do. Yep.
Yeah, I'm a very
Gotcha.
loud person.
All right. I doubled you.
You doubled me. Oh god. Can you all hear me now? All right. No one can respond to me. I don't know why I asked that. I felt like one of those old kid shows, like Dora the Explorer or Blue's Clues, where they just stare at the screen. Can you imagine how awkward that would be as an actor or actress? Just staring at a screen and pretending like children are talking to you. Like, think about that for a second. There are Nickelodeon actors who are legitimately paid to look like they were schizophrenic for a second. It's a crazy thought right there. Anyway, moving on. Sends will not be available, sadly, but some of the changes will be available. One that I'm looking forward to is the LMG. Oh, I forgot the LMG nerf isn't coming for some godforsaken reason. Thanks for that, Ubisoft. So Finka is still going to be a thing, and so is Zofia. And so is technically Capitao and Gridlock and Ying and Maestro. Well, Maestro isn't that bad of an LMG, really. There's a lot more LMGs in the game than I thought there were, actually, now that I think about it. We're getting these last two teammates on each side into the game. I haven't been playing a lot of Siege lately. I've been going on a bit of a retro kick. I've been playing some of the older games like Quake 4 and Call of Duty. I got the original Call of Duty working on my computer, and that was hell. Because Windows 10 considers everything that old to be a virus for some reason. So I had to go into the executable, and I had to alter the executable so that when Windows read it, its security system didn't immediately decide that it was a virus. And oh, thank God we're starting because I'm running out of things to talk. You never realize how boring of a life is when you have to fill 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, but you do an excellent job. That was really impressive. You covered a lot there, and I hope your levels are good now. Tell us in chat how everything sounds.
According to EDAC, I sound better now.
Okay.
So that is good at least. Twitch chat seemed to enjoy my random ramblings. I'm not even high off Dr. Pepper right now. I've only had one Cherry Coke Zero. I'm not even running a sugar high. And honestly, the caffeine's running out.
Have you heard of coffee?
I don't like coffee. It's too bitter.
Okay. I was wondering.
I've tried so many different kinds of coffee. I've poured like half a gallon of milk into it. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't work. It's not. And here's the worst part, because I like the aesthetic of coffee. That's the worst. Like, I like seeing those like old movies, old TV shows and stuff where they're all sitting around the diner. They've got like the generic ceramic mug or whatever it is, and they're getting coffee and they're just talking of like literal world-ending things over a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love the aesthetic of it, and then I like sip some of it, and I'm like spitting it out because I'm 5 years old, and mommy, it's too bitter.
What about tea?
Some tea I like. Because I was in choir for a while back in high school. So we would drink tea quite a bit, especially when we had to do a lot of singing in a single day, because tea is very good for your throat. But I don't know, I was never a big fan of tea either.
Yeah.
It's, I require some level of carbonation and enough sugar to kill me in my early 50s.
Okay. Hey, to each their own.
Yeah. I live my life by that country song. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And yet I don't do drugs. So I'm even doing that wrong. So now we do see Aggressively Average is now on the right side. They have Polo on the Sledge, Norway on the Buck, Highlights on the Capite, and then Frost on the Nook, with Nyx on the Hard Breach being the ace. On the side of Blind Bandits, we have Bandit, the Blind Bandits Bandit, is being ran by Wansboro, Comets on his T-Bird, Toast Ferratu on the Mirror Window, and looks like he's setting both of those mirror windows up in cache. That's kind of an interesting setup. Usually we see one on red. That's gonna be a rehost.
Okay.
All right, let's see. What other rambling can I do? What have I told my therapist this week? Let's see.
Well,
let's see. Sports. Sports-wise, the Astros are doing really well. The Rangers are picking it up too, which I'm sure a lot of people in this chat are really happy about. The Texas Rangers, I believe, are like 13-7 over their last 20. They're on a bit of a win streak. The Angels are tanking hard, which will make both Astros and Rangers fans quite happy. I just wish the Yankees sucked. The Yankees and the Dodgers and the Mets, you know, all of those beautiful, lovely fan bases are just, well, I guess the Mets, you know. The Mets aren't that bad of a fan base. They're kind of sweet. Like, you kind of feel bad for them a little bit.
yeah, they're just so hapless.
Yeah, they're just like, you know, everyone when you think of New York and you think of baseball, you think of the Yankees. Despite the Mets being, I don't think they're quite as old as the Yankees, but they're a decent like storybook franchise. They've been around for quite a while. Let's see what else I can randomly ramble out. New Pokemon game got revealed. I would die for a certain Pokemon named Lechonk. I'm not even kidding. That's the name. It's just this little derpy little brown pig thing that's a normal type that is just adorable. Besides new Pokemon, Resident Evil 4 remake was announced quite recently. Yeah, they're gonna remake it in the style of Resi 2 and Resi 3, the remakes that came out recently. And I'm excited for that. I like the original Resident Evil 4. It's definitely a very good game. It's not my personal favorite Resident Evil, but it's good. Like it's one of those games that like you have to respect. It's one of those games that is a legend. It's an icon, and even if it's not like your favorite thing, you have respect for it. It's like a movie too in that regard. Someone typed in the chat. It's all about the Mets, baby. Yes, sir. Give me the Mets. I forgot about that meme. I remember that was a meme for the longest time, and it would be villain monologues, and they would just start saying, it's not about the money, or it's not about the power. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go. What else can I ramble on about?
Keep it going.
The Xbox recently just started outselling the PlayStation worldwide, including Japan, which is the first time it's done that in 20 years.
Okay.
Which is wild to think about. I'm looking around my room now for just random things I can talk about and ramble on about.
Well, let's talk about Dr. Pepper. How do you like it out of the can or like out of the fountain?
That's the fountain. Oh, I get what you mean. I just thought of like a water fountain that spews Dr. Pepper instead. But...
Well, if anyone would have one, it would be you.
Or like, you know those like old timey water wells they have in like ranches and farms and stuff. I'm imagining like someone starting to pump it and it just Dr. Pepper starts streaming. But personally, I prefer it. I think out of the can is the. If you want it consistent, you get drinks out of the can, pretty much, like sodas and stuff.
Yep.
I would say, if we're going like peak to peak, it's probably best out of the machine. It definitely tastes the best out of the machine when done well, especially like McDonald's stuff. I don't know. I don't like McDonald's as much anymore because they don't do styrofoam anymore.
Yeah, it's bad for the environment, right?
I have no idea. I don't care. It tastes better in styrofoam.
I think that's the rationale.
I think it is the rationale, so I don't like particularly blame them. Although I also don't understand how styrofoam cups are going to make that much of a difference.
Yeah.
Or I guess plastic cups. But who knows? McDonald's can do whatever McDonald's wants at this point. What else? I cooked. I'm starting to cook a lot more pork chops recently.
Oh, really? Pork
is
pretty cheap, right?
Pork, yeah. Well, that's exactly why. Because beef has gotten kind of expensive, but pork, I got 4 pork chops for like $7.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was pretty good.
What do you do with them? You marinate them, I'm assuming, and.
I've been doing a bunch of different other stuff. Sometimes I do like the shake and bake stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Where like you put it in a bag and you shake it up and like breadcrumbs and everything get all over it. Sometimes I do like in a pan, I sear it and I put like, I'll get a lemon and I'll like chop it and I'll coat it over with salt, just salt and pepper. I tend to keep pretty basic. because I feel like one of the best things about food is when it can stand on its own two legs, so to speak. I get made fun of a lot in my family because I don't like coat things in like sauces and stuff. Like I don't tend to do A1 sauce with steaks or anything. Because I think if a steak needs like a sauce to taste good, then it's a bad steak.
Agreed.
If I cannot eat a steak just as it is with the stuff that came on it when it was grilled, or maybe some au jus sauce on some occasions, then you've messed up the steak, in my personal opinion.
100%. It's
Yes.
cringy when people, put ketchup on their steaks. Sorry to those of you out there that do that, but come on.
I have no sympathy. I have family members who I watch get mac and cheese and then they pour a bunch of ketchup all over it. It's just wrong.
Whoa.
Do you do that, Quiz?
No. Please.
Like, even ketchup and eggs. Like, I understand ketchup and eggs a little bit. But, like, come on. Not everything has to have ketchup on it. Like, it's...
No.
It's
I
just...
don't like ketchup at all. Anyways.
You don't like ketchup at
No, I
all?
don't. No, I don't. I think it's pretty gross. But anyways, we're starting a Siege game here that we've been trying to start for feels like 30 minutes now.
I'm not going to start talking about Siege until the round has officially started and people are shooting at each other.
Yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up.
I don't want to get my hopes up either. But I'm kind of when it comes to cooking and stuff, like especially like burgers, like what would you say your ideal burger is?
I like some barbecue sauce, bacon, some like grilled onions, cheese, maybe some jalapenos, depending on how I'm feeling.
See, I love grilled mushrooms on burgers.
Okay.
Grilled mushrooms are like one of my personal favorite like things, like putting on like steaks, pork chops, burgers. I think grilled mushrooms go on a lot of stuff and it's really good.
Okay.
I think probably my ideal steak, but I also really love like fried onions on steaks. I love tomatoes. A good ripe tomato and lettuce and like really good lettuce on a burger. So good. It is so good. Doesn't happen very often though. And the word like, you know what pisses me off? We were talking about McDonald's earlier, and I just thought of it. The fact that McDonald's, you have to order, like, you have to spend an extra $1 on a burger to get actual lettuce. Because otherwise, they just give, like, a bunch of chopped up, diced up stuff on your burger. And that's awful.
It's not
the same thing with onions.
Yeah.
Like, give me lettuce. Give me, like, slices of lettuce on my burgers. Okay, the round started.
All right.
Hey, woohoo! Let's go. All right. I believe these are the exact same lineups.
Same lineup,
I think
same
they are.
bands.
Same lineups, same dance. We're good. We are
Thank you, everyone,
good.
for your patience.
Thank you, everyone, for patience and understanding.
I promise it'll be worth it.
Watch this game be like a 7-0 or something.
Don't say that.
I won't. I did say it already, but
It's not going to be a
won't.
7-0.
Thank you.
It's not
I won't.
going to be, guys.
yes. You know what? Let's go for overtime, because overtime creates maximum chaos in the playoff standings too. Both of these teams are looking to pull away from the pack when it comes to the playoffs. Aggressively average. Nix, that is fire, good sir.
And that's from his own teammate.
That
Watch
is
out.
That is from his own teammate. Someone whiffed. I don't blame him at all, though. I stuck with Capitao bolts when it comes to Garage. I know last year with Vividation, we were practicing our attacks on Clubhouse, and I played Capitao for one round, and I whiffed all of the fire bolts. Like, badly, too. It wasn't like a little bit. It was badly. Oh my goodness, Nix with the opening pick.
That's
Onto
huge. That's
the
garage
Brits
control.
here. That's Raptors control completely on the side of aggressively average, and Highlights picks up another on 1-1-1-1-1, which I believe is...
Is that T?
I think that is T. I believe that is T. Oh, wow! Frost underneath manages to shotgun up and get rid of the mute jammer. Comets picks up a refrag onto Nix eventually, and that's Diffuser down. Comets is currently playing underneath. He's going to try and come up secrets. Oh, Toast barely misses getting that kill over on, I don't know who exactly that was, but it was probably someone important. We have Wands playing top red. Toast trying to hold down here. That door is still barricaded. This attack, this is a good dual, like, I guess, two-pronged attack here. Toast throwing out the C4 will not catch someone with it. C4s, as I have said multiple times now, have been quite unreliable as of late. We do see that's Diffuser in the hand of Highlights. It looks like they have the call now. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's just push Con. I don't know if that's the play here, but hey, if it works, it works. There's one on red, and that's Wands who will pick up Norway on the Hibana. They're going to smoke off. Oh, that sounded like a one-tap on Toast. Wands will pick up Highlights, and that's Diffuser cold again. It's now a 2v2 between Polo and Frost trying to drag this back for their team. Diffuser is cold, though, in the middle of Con doorway. Oh. It looks like they're going to pinch out Wands here. They are running out of time, though. They need to push. And they have Diffuser. Problem is, they have Diffuser in a place that Wands can stop it. Polo jumps up and gets shot down. And now it's all down to Frost. He manages to pick up the Bandit. Oh, the C4 from the Thunderbird goes wide. Does he know exactly where he is? He will know exactly where he is, and he will stop it. Comets manages to stop. That is a round that aggressively average. It looked really good for them to start off with. They got 2 opening picks. They got Rafters control within, like, a minute.
Yeah, and they didn't take Rafters. I wonder if the Miras played a part in that. They just decided not to push that direction.
That's probably exactly what happened. They just didn't feel comfortable with the Miras. But they were able to get Con single open, so they had sightlines to prevent anyone from actually playing the Miras.
Yeah.
I think we don't have access to their comms or anything. It's quite possible that they saw something we didn't. We do not know what's going on. We don't know what they're seeing.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, they made a deliberate attempt to push Con. We don't know why, but it just didn't come to fruition.
Sometimes things just don't work.
No.
Sometimes plans just don't work out. Any IGL worth their salt. One of the most important things, especially as an IGL, is to understand that not every call you make is going to be a good call.
Right.
But you still need to be making those calls. You still need to be making those decisions. And you can't lose confidence in yourself either.
It's tough to do. You can watch all the pro league in the world, but when you have 3 minutes to work with, it's tough.
Yep.
It's tough to think.
It is difficult to think about at times. Anyway, we get to see now basement, which is the pretty standard. Usually the site rotation you will see is going to be CC, then basement, then bar, or not bar, sorry, gym. We have seen some variation lately where instead of CC, some teams will go to bar stage instead. Because it's actually a viable site now.
Yeah.
It's actually a site I like very much.
It's a site Vivid Polar's not afraid to go to.
No, I didn't say that. It's a site that I respect, I enjoy seeing, but I understand the hesitation to go there because it can go wrong very quickly for the side of the defense. We do now see Vidritz running around on this Oryx. We have, I'm just going to call him T. You'll all see 111. It's T. We know it's T. On Jaeger, because I'm not, I guess I could call him 1. We have Comet sitting on that Maestro, he's already, like, out of Bailiff ammo. What the hell happened? But, ooh, Vidritz is on a bit of a flank here. I don't know if they found him. Oh, no. They most certainly don't. They are most certainly unaware. That is Nyx with Diffuser. If he swings out and gets this kill, and that awkward position of...
Oh! What?
No! No! I don't think any of them expected him to be there. Nyx, you are the hard breach with Diffuser. I would not recommend going back up there. We will see, though. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, Dokaibi call coming out. Proper, though, Vidrit's still sitting in position. Norway will pick up the kill onto T, so that's the Jaeger gone. But his ADSs are already going to be down and around in certain areas. And he will have cams now. They all have access to cams, which is going to be huge considering there's a Mitra on the board. But it doesn't save Highlight's life as, a punch pull from Strip. Say it ain't so. They know where this Oryx is. Vidritz all by himself has caused quite an issue for the side of for the side of aggressively average.
Oh.
He's not aware of Norway prone, though, and that's evened up. Not a terrible amount of loss, just, you know, all of your self-destruction, which is not ideal on a site like this, but
No, it's not.
you could always make the call, let's go ahead, let's push something else instead, and I think that's what the call they're going to make. If I had to guess, they'll be looking to make a moto push instead, drop that moto hatch, push into church, maybe apply some pressure on secret. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to smoke off this main, and they're going to sprint across over towards Moto. They're not even going to bother dropping Moto hat, but Comets is just going to keep shooting with that giant magazine and picks up Norway through the smoke. Oh, they're getting pings. Oh, but Nyx manages to pick up one-on-ones. Oh, but with that wall open, Toast gets dropped.
They got a plant.
You need to start planting. Oh no, and Simon, oh, Frost gets picked up by Comets, and this is gonna be, oh no, he doesn't know where the plant's going down. Despite the pings, he has no idea.
Oh,
but he will win the gunfight anyway due to the low health on Nyx.
Whoa.
Comets, 5-0 through 2 rounds. Can I get one non-hectic game, please? Just one where it's like, oh, that was smooth for the other team. Instead, I get these.
I got so caught up in the Oryx play there, and crazy.
Absolutely insane. We do see Blind Bandits take a 2-0 on the side of defense for Clubhouse. Not the worst outcome for aggressively average. Attacking is difficult on Club still, even though F that vending machine. Comets apparent. Oh, I get it. Because he shot so many bullets into the vending machine thinking he was planting by the vending machine. I think aggressively average is doing a really good job of getting their execute started. They're getting those opening picks. They're getting into good positions. They're even getting into good plant positions. I feel like their problem is I don't really know what the problem is, to be honest. It's not something easily pinpointed, and hopefully the IGLs and the people in charge over on aggressively average are able to sit down, look over those last couple rounds, and figure out what is going on.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you said, their setup is good, their communication is good, but maybe when they get into those chaotic situations, things start to break down a little bit more. And it's kind of two different kinds of communication, right? You know, kind of slow-paced versus, you know, those chaotic situations.
Yes. Well, there's like that old saying, no plan lasts engagement, or whatever it's called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No plan survives past first contact, or whatever. Something.
Something. There's a saying.
It's some military saying that I'm sure someone will know. You can make the best run-out plan, but the moment those bullets start flying, the moment people start dropping around you, it's not going to be as effective as before. But we have a new round, new things to discuss. Gym Bedroom. Another site that a lot of people a lot of people really like Gym Bedroom nowadays.
Yeah.
It's become for a lot of people the second best site on the map. Some people I have heard argue it is the best site. I am not some people. But
no,
you could make the argument.
I'm not either. But I think, you know, the cash hold becoming the meta has kind of changed the way people look at it.
Yes, because what you can do with that cash hold is that you can set up a player in cash, basically give them a bunker. They have to clear that out if they are going to push Gym. Because otherwise, you have those head holes. I don't know if the head holes exist. Hey, Comets, can you do me a favor and uncrouch for just
I think they do exist.
They do exist.
Yes.
I saw, like, a little clip of them. They do. What you can do from those head holes is you can get an angle all the way looking at the windows that people can jump in from. Meanwhile, Frost Raw managed to pick up the opening pick onto Vedritz, the Bandit. Ooh, when Comets manages to refrag onto Highlights. They really want to get that side open. Oh, there's someone over on Con Window, but they're just holding too passive of an angle to stop the drop down. I wonder if they heard it, though. Nyx will pick up one. Frost will pick up Comets. This is looking like a very good round for aggressively average as they look to crawl back into this game. No one's on that cam. Frost, oh, now someone's on that cam. Frost was not going to shoot the cam originally. He was going, because that gives away his position now, but since they saw him anyway, might as well give away your position. Meanwhile, on site, all that's left is Toast Paratu and Wansboro. They want to try and hold on. Looks like Logi will be taken by the side of aggressively average. They're going to try and push Logi and then push directly into sight. I don't think there's a rotate, though. Oh, Nix! Oh, and Frost!
Whoa.
That is what we call escalating quickly.
Indeed.
Good triple kill by Mr. Frost, and I believe Nix picked up the other two. It was a two-man army, a two-man effort on the side of aggressively average. As we move on into this next round, as we go back to CCTV cash, this wasn't a bad attack from aggressively average the very first round. In fact, I would argue it was probably their second best attack outside of the one that they obviously won. And the only reason it seemed to fall off a little bit is they didn't take full advantage of that rafter control.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy for us to say that. Again, the mirror windows probably maybe threw them for a loop. But either way, yeah, like you said, I think it was a pretty good attack by them. And
it was a very strong attack. They got it. They got the 2 opening picks, I believe.
Yeah.
They definitely got the opening pick on the player in Raptors, who I believe the Idrits will be playing that position once again as the Yaga.
Mm-hmm.
We have Frost on the Ash, Nix on his Ace, Polo back on the Sledge, Norway on the Hibana once again, and Highlights playing the Capitan. Looks like they want to run this lineup quite a bit, because this has been pretty much their lineup so far. The only people who are constantly changing, it looks like. Frost is, I believe, played 3 different operators at this point in time. No, I believe he's played the Jackal twice and the Hibana once. Oh, that is an ADS that was just destroyed.
Yeah, gotta be careful with those. But I like it. I like the idea. The Azami helps Garage a lot.
Azami on Rafters is really good, yes.
Yeah.
I think they need to nerf Azami a little bit. I personally don't think she should have as many kunai as she does. I think if you just gave her 3, but you make it so she has all 3 at the very start, I think that's a perfectly fine change, and I think she would be a perfectly fine operator with that change. Now, as we move on to this next round and we look at the setup, looks like same mirror setup. It looks like an almost identical setup from the side of Blind Bandits, except instead of Comet's running that T-Bird, he is running the Azami instead. Perhaps to help. Oh.
Defender has been discovered.
Okay.
That's an aggressive run out.
I've never seen that before.
I've seen that once or twice. That's a ballsy little run out you got going there, though.
Yeah. He's looking for some action.
He is looking for some action. Now, it made me think of some other stuff.
Okay.
He's running out the strip club looking for some action.
What else are you gonna do there?
Yep. Oh, he might find some action here down in Lounge, depending on which way Frost is looking. And Frost is not looking the right way. He will pick up that opening pick. His first pick of the game, actually. They're going to keep punching this Azami gate on the door. They want to be able to walk through that door if they so choose. They will also open up that window. They want multiple avenues of attack. Problem is, they don't have Raptors control. They don't have Lounge control. They don't have a lot of control here.
Yeah. And that's not going to help.
Oh, and that's not going to help. Comets picks up Highlights, jumping through that little hole he made. And now, oh, you could just melee that. Then again, not much else to ace open at this point.
Right.
We do see, so Comets is actually I was wrong. Comets is the one playing up in Rafters, and he's holding it down with that Azami. I think that's a pretty good change. And they don't have a lot of util now to deal with that. Polo is over on the side of Khan. He might look to slow push. If he actually pushed up now, I don't think there's anyone actually staring at this Khan door.
No. They're all distracted.
They are all distracted. They think they know where this push is coming from. Norway manages to pick up Feeders, and Norway will pick up Comets too. That is Raptors control, but then T manages to pick it back up, but Nix manages to pick up Toast. This is going nuts, but problem is, Diffuser's going down now. Oh! They just line up, but they don't line up enough. That's Juan's downed on top red, and all that's left is T now. With barely any health, Thunderbird would be useful right about now. They know where he is. They know he's top red.
Let's go, Polo!
Polo! Let's go!
Woo!
Hell of a play by Polo ties us up at 2-2.
Wow.
Such mental resilience by the side of aggressively average. I love to see that. They didn't let anything phase them.
Fantastic. That's got to bring them closer together as a team. You know, it's moments like that, surviving the impossible.
Yes, Polo read his situation beautifully, saw how distracted they were, and just walked in con, took up a position to cover that diffuser plant for his
Wow.
teammate. You just can't ask for more than that. That was beautifully done.
Yep.
Now we move on to this next defense. They're going to go back to Church Arsenal. It would appear, is someone taking a little bit too load in? Is that what is occurring?
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
We are now, everyone is officially loaded in, and we're going to go down. They're going to go back down to basement. This is a tie game again.
Man.
Blind Bandits just counter blow. Both of these teams have won 2 rounds back to back. Is something going to give? Are Blind Bandits going to retake that initiative, steal it back from Aggressively Average, or Aggressively Average going to keep rolling and keep going? I think personally what we're seeing is I think that Cade ban is going to make this very interesting.
You think so?
Because with Cade banned, you can get those hatches for pretty much free. You don't even need the Mav. And I think Aggressively Average understood that. That's why they banned both the Mav. Well, that's why they banned both the Mav and the Cade. Because at that point, Mav really only makes it useful when you're trying to push CC. But you can do plenty of stuff to get rid of the stuff on wall on CC. Every time I say CC, I think of CC's Pizza, which I haven't been to in forever.
Oh!
Oh, what a flick by T!
Wow.
He wants the smoke. He's still feeling himself from his game earlier today when he was playing as his team.
That's diffuser down.
That is diffuser down. That is a hard breach down. But they do still have Norway, who is a hard breach. They're going to fully drone this a little bit more, probably set up some flank drones. The one good thing about having a dead teammate that early is you have someone to watch your drones for you. Positives. You always got to find the positives. Oh, no. They know where the alibi is. Or do they?
Well, they have a general idea, and
Norway finds him. They will find him. Wasted quite a bit of time. Minute 15. Killed one of the hard breaches. That said, you still have one hard breach left available. That's a perfectly fine position you're in. And Vidrith manages to pick up Frost. That Vigil. Roam Clearer gets picked up by the Roam. It's like the equivalent of a Jaeger dying to frag nades. It's kind of funny to watch. It's one of those, like, what is that stupid meme? Ironic. Or whatever.
let's see if they can pinch him here. They've got
I think they
Buck,
know
and
where
then...
he is. Then again, I don't fully know if they know. Oh, they know where he is. And Highlights will pick up the kill onto Vidrith. And hey, we've got a minute left. Our breach is still up. Those hatches can be opened at any given time. True, the Maestro cams are still up. Those could cause slight problems. But it's not like you have any. It's not like there's any real issues. We're gonna get this hatch open. Kitchen hatch is probably the right play here to get open. It makes those people in armory feel just a little more uncomfortable. And you still have all this soft breach left going. I would say Buck, while Sledge is doing this hard breach, could go get that hatch open. But then again...
Oh, what a
kill by Polo! Polo's feeling himself today! It's like he's on the golf course. I wish I was a good golfer. I've heard Polo is, and I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, he just misses Comets!
Oh, and we're
But
dropping...
now they know where that Maestro is. They know he's not back armory. Oh, but then no one is successfully covering that plant. I think that is Buck currently on the hatch, but Buck is not going to swing again. Polo trades!
Oh!
Oh, unfortunate.
Whoa!
Comets does just enough to get that diffuser cold and prevents them from planting. Is having himself quite a game. I believe he is currently sitting at 8-2, 7-2, something along those lines. 9-3. Wow.
9 and
Even
3.
better than I thought. Side of aggressively average is incredibly even right now. With 4 of them sitting at 5 kills, only highlights lagging a little bit behind. He did get a kill that last round, though. So he might be warming up a little bit. Mr. Polo was hitting his shots, though. Putting him on the sledge was apparently the correct choice.
Well, it's sort of like a golf club. Similar shape.
What is it?
The
But a
sledgehammer
golf
and-
club, you swing horizontally.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Well, no one's ever
by-
tried swinging vertically, but who knows?
It is also fair, like, I guess golf clubs are, technically speaking, just variations of hammers.
Pretty much.
That's an interesting thought. Golf
Yeah.
club's a variation of hammers. That'd be kind of fun. Going out to, like, the golf course or stuff and bringing, like, sledgehammers and stuff, that would probably hurt a lot, though. You'd probably throw out your back doing that.
Well, if anyone could do it, it's Polo.
10 seconds remaining.
Polo sitting at a cool 5-3, Norway at 5-4, Nyx at 5-3, Frost at 5-4.
Attackers
Seeing
objective
very
is to locate
balanced
the bomb and
team
defuse it.
play from the side of aggressively average. Blind Bandits, they've all had their moments, they've all played their
By
parts.
attackers.
Comets is the one, though. He's the sweeper. He's the cleanup. He's like, all right, you guys go get those entry kills, get those entry frags, whittle them down for me, and then I'll swoop in, and I'll make sure they don't win this round for us. I will make sure your actions aren't in vain. And that's a big thing, especially for the mental. There's nothing worse than a round where a bunch of people get a bunch of kills, and then you end up losing anyway. Like, let's say if on the side of the attack, if you kill every single member of the defense except for one and you lose on time, that feels really bad.
Indeed.
Or, on the side of defense, if you end up killing everyone on attack except you lose because you ran out of time to defuse the diffuser. I guess what would you call that? Defuse the diffuser?
You know,
Stop the diffuser?
I've always struggled with this myself. I don't really know which is which or...
Ooh, Frost is going to take quite a bit of damage. And Nora will be the first one down to Comets. Comets deciding he's going to get started a little bit earlier today. Playing in his
Kind of
little
lurking
secret
down there.
spot. He's back on the T-Bird, and he is the first person in this lobby to break double-digit kills. It looks like they're going to have Duomai playing Raptors this time around, swapping T over to that. Raptors is the most important position in regards to CC defense.
Absolutely.
Entirely because it is such a power position. You lose Raptors on defense, and that is such a free opening for attack to push. They can bring the diffuser up Raptors. They can open up one of those walls, either the reinforced wall or the half wall. They can get in a lot easier than having to run by breach.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's kind of, maybe this is just me, but it's kind of dark in Garage, and kind of having to fight that angle from Rafters into sight is really tough sometimes.
Can be quite difficult. Comets picks up another one with highlights. Comets is
Still
still
lurking
just
down
on an
there.
absolute heater. And the side of aggressively average, they're running out of answers here to figure this out. They can't really dislodge that player up in Rafters right now. They have breach open. They don't have anything over on con side open, I do not believe. And they have no opening picks to fall back on. We'll see what the call here is. With 25 seconds left, they need to make a plan. Comet said, good luck, have fun. Possibly a little bit of BM there. We are not entirely sure. It's possible he might have to leave, you never know. Oh, they managed to move the guy Raptors, and Nyx hits his shots. They have control of Raptors now. Comets misses his shots down in secret. This is suddenly incredibly winnable.
5 seconds
Oh,
to go.
Wansboro picks up Polo, but Nyx picks up Beedritz. Frost has control, but he doesn't manage to stop the player Red.
Operators, you have run out of
And
time.
that's going to be a 4-2 half for the defense. That's
Okay.
aggressively average when they come to these rushed executes are doing a pretty decent job of opening picks. But the problem is, you can't go into a 15-second execute with no kills. Especially not when you've given up kills yourself. You can't be running into 5 defenders sitting on site. It's just not a recipe for success.
No. It's, you need a little bit of luck to pull those out.
Well, a little
Some
luck,
things
I
have to go
suppose.
right.
Some things
that are
have to
out
go
of
your
control.
way. Yeah, you need a little bit of misplays from your opponent.
You could say that.
Either mispositioning, couple whiff shots, a missed C4, something along those lines. They did a really good job of clearing that Raptors player, though, eventually. They've done a really good job overall of clearing Raptors, to be fair. Now we move on, though. We'll see how aggressively average does on their defenses. It's a different game now. Haha.
Well, we'll see what the Bandits have in mind for attack here.
Indeed. It looks like Comets is going to play on that Hibana, sitting at 11-3. We have Vidrits swapping on over to the Twitch from the Thermite. T playing the Ace, Toastferatu playing the Nomad, and Wansboro. What? That's another operator. I talked about this last game. There's just some players, when you think of them, you think of a certain operator. When I think of Wands, I think of Jackal.
Same. Seems like he doesn't skip around on attack without playing Jackal.
Exactly. It's a very comfortable pick for him. You know, in Siege, one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to have a specific main. You want to be flexible a little bit, but you want to have that comfort pick.
Sure.
That pick that you can not fall back on, because that implies that you're not doing well, but a pick that you can get and you know, hey, I'm going to do well for my team here.
Right. A momentum builder. Someone you know is...
builder.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way of putting it. Couldn't have put it better myself. In fact, I didn't.
Well, looks like we're gonna have some action here over Logi.
Does indeed. Logi Hatch open quite early. We're seeing a bit of a faster attack coming up from the side of Blind Bandits. They seem to know what objectives they want to do and when they want to do them and how fast they want to do them. Getting a lot open. It doesn't look like particularly they're interested in getting this Rafters control either. It looks like they definitely want to get the bottom garage open. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. They're setting up to eventually. Oh, there are no head holes. There's no reinforcements either for Raptors. I have just realized this. Comet's also almost brought to death. He doesn't have a Finka to heal himself back up either.
Yeah, and I think that was the Jaeger over there.
I think that was Jaeger of highlights. Juan setting up a Claymore. He has two now. I wonder if we're going to see him set up the other one down here. Polo playing that Legion, lurking. He's playing down in that swamp lounge area. If he gets the call, he will help his Raptors player defend himself. Oh, and there's one down underneath. The Nomad of Tosferatu. He's getting ready. Nyx is downed already and killed from the drone hole. That's...
I hate it.
You hate to see it. Norway playing the Wamai. He's in a difficult position now, and he'll get picked up by Vidrits, who just walks right in. Without head holes either, there's no contesting this Raptors unless you come up from Secret or from Lounge, and that's what Polo will do, is Polo downs Toastferatu from Lounge. He'll confirm the kill, and he'll get out a little safe. This is now a 3v4. Toast is down. But that's a lot of control for the side of Blind Bandits. They have full control of Raptors. If they rotate this Ace around, they can go for this plant fairly easily. Wands is applying pressure from Khan. He is waiting. He's hesitant. He's waiting for that smoke to go off, and Frost fires through it and just finds Vidrits in the window.
Oh, my.
But this is a flurry of kills coming from Blind Bandits. All that's left now is the Jaeger. He's sitting on site. He's not in a safe spot. And Diffuser is ice cold for the side of the attack. He'll pick up Wands. All that's left now is Comets. Comets is on a bit of a heater, but where is he? He's planting Diffuser right now. He's going to try and stick this, but he doesn't have the time. Highlights knows where he is, and Highlights plays that beautifully and manages to win the round for the side of aggressively average.
Oh, it's not how you draw it up, but they got it done there.
Did get it done. Can we have one damn round where it's not like that, please? Where I'm just staring at the kill feed and my brain is trying to figure out what the hell just happened?
I don't know how you, Paladin, I don't know how you run cams and talk so much at the same time. It's a lot to process.
It's more of just a flow of consciousness for me. Because I don't realize half the stuff I say till it gets clipped and made fun of.
Oh, man. Well, they're not making it easy on me.
No, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of action happening really fast. We've had some damn good games this week.
Mm-hmm.
Teams are really heating up going into the playoffs.
It's starting to feel like the major already.
Yeah, well, for a lot of teams, this is the major. For the side of aggressively average, They might as well be in elimination mode right now. They can't afford to be dropping many more games.
Right.
You do see a gym bedroom, I guess. Aggressively Average does think that this is the second best site on the map. Usually, though, you would see that in place of CC, not basement, but, you know. Maybe they don't feel comfortable in their basement. Maybe they see something they want to exploit with Blind Bandits. Maybe they want to just save basement as their tertiary bomb site and keep that momentum going.
We can only speculate.
Yes, we can only speculate, and that's the beauty of it. We just sit here and talk and get to be wrong. It's kind of a hell of a job.
It is. And they're getting a little late cache setup here. I think they'll get it done.
It's possible. I don't know if they had the reinforcements to fully reinforce that red side. They did not. So red middle is just soft.
Polo.
Won't matter when Polo is picking up opening picks like that
Getting
on
aggressive.
Wadsboro. Polo is feeling himself today, and he's doing it with the L8 and the
Yeah.
You love to see it. Polo is a fan favorite for those of you who are unaware. Sitting at 7-5, doing a lot for his team. They've got 3 different players on the side of Aggressively Average, sitting at 7-5, and Toast is going to walk right in and give one to Nyx. Possibly a missed drone, possibly hoping that they could just get something freebie here. I don't think that... Do they have a rotate on that side of...
Next to the mirror window?
I don't know if they do.
They do. They have a small
They do.
vault.
They
Yeah.
do. It's just a little further to the left that my eyes couldn't see. Vedris is able to get a refrag back onto Nyx. That's a shield power position taken away. That's the Frost 2 down. Not a lot of util though lost. Norway's looking to get aggressive.
Oh, boy.
Get a pick. Oh, and he will get it onto Vedris. Aggressively Average is digging deep and fighting back here. They want this win. They need this win.
Attackers have recovered the diffuser.
However, I will never count a round out for the attackers as long as Finka is left on the board. They're running out of drones, though, and they're running out of util. Comets takes quite a bit of damage, but like I said, there's a Finka. With all 3 of her bursts. Frost has decided he doesn't want any part of that. Finka's decided she won't heal Comets, though. Comets, you get to keep at that health. Come on, do it. Heal me. Do it!
And they're in bathroom.
There's the health! Just in time. They're in bathroom. And it looks like Aggressively Average is playing this incredibly passive. There's one playing top main! Oh, T on the Finka manages to pick up Polo. Comets picks up Norway. This is looking good. But there's Frost on the flank! There's just too many bodies, too many people to be watching here.
Oh!
Oh, T gets one. It's Finka LMG now. Finka LMG with a lot of health to spare. He has the time. He can afford this reload. And then it's just 10 seconds. He just needs 1 kill. Just a couple bullets. He's moving awful slow here, though. He won't have the time. No, he just plays it a little too slow. And Frost plays it beautifully.
Very smart.
Just dances around. See, that's what we mean. It's not always TDM. Sometimes it's objective. Just remember, you still got that timer.
Survive and advance.
Yep. Live to fight another day. Another round goes to the side of Aggressively Average. These defenses looking much cleaner. And it looks like we're going to go down to Church Arsenal. We might have seen Bar Stage. I was a little worried once we saw Jim come out second. But I think everyone agrees Church Arsenal is a better site than...
It's what I prefer.
yeah, what I would go with.
It does kind of require that you have a couple good roamers, I think. It makes it a lot simpler, at least.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
I just dipped into Twitch chat a little bit
Yeah.
and see that we're still having the ketchup conversation.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sure I got ripped for not liking ketchup, but...
I don't know. It looks like Jeff is on your side.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I knew I could count on Jeff.
Jeff is always on your side. Jeff doesn't even know what he's agreeing to.
I don't know about that.
10 seconds left before it's
Now we do see the side. We see Frost going back to that mute. He's had success on Nick sticking with the smoke. Or not sticking with, going back to the smoke. We have Polo playing the Legion, another op he's having success with. Norway onto the Maestro, and highlights onto the Jaeger. It's really difficult. We are seeing very balanced team play from Aggressively Average. I'm enjoying the siege we're seeing from them. It's clean siege.
Yeah.
It's concise siege. It is well done siege. From the side of Blind Bandits, we're still seeing pretty decent siege coming from them, obviously. The score is tied.
Right.
And it's not to say the siege coming from them is bad.
No.
It's still winning siege. It's just relying a little bit on those hero plays, those fraggers, those getting those 3Ks, getting those 2Ks.
attackers recovered the diffuser.
And they're exploiting the mistakes of Aggressively Average, which is very important as well. We do see Blind Bandits, like I said, moving quite a bit faster here, already trying to get open that armory hatch. They will be denied a little bit by the impact nades of Norway. Looks like Highlights is playing Dirt, going to try and deny entry. Oh, and the Therm is the one who is pushing up Dirt. That's a ballsy move, and
yeah.
it kind of works out.
Leave it to Vidritz.
Yep, leave it to Vidritz. He has taken control of Dirt for his team. Vidritz, one of the more aggressive players, and Comets will take the opening pick onto Norway. Wow, that's the Maestro gun and dusted. That's an LMG gone. And Comets 14 and 5. He's a kill away from having a 3.0 KD currently.
Attackers have located a bomb.
We do see Polo out and about on the roam. I wonder if Wands is aware of this as the Jackal. He might be seeing some feetsies here.
Yeah. Gets a
Possibly
Claymore
he's-
down. Looks like they're going to cover their flanks.
Very good call. Very good call to cover these flanks.
And it looks like Polo's going to return to site here.
They spent all that time covering their flanks just for Polo to dip back through secret. Vidritz just holding his power position. Highlights manages to pick up Comets. That is a big pick from the side of Aggressively Average.
It is.
That is Diffuser cold on the ground now. They do have a bit of a strong position here in that they have control of bottom main, which T will show now. Oh, T will pick up a second!
Covered the bomb.
He won't pick up the third, though, as Frost managed to pick up one, and then two on Toast! And then Polo picks up the other onto Vidritz. Polo,
all
have
down to
yourself a
Wands.
day! It's all down to Wands, who's sitting on this hatch. He has Diffuser, but he doesn't have many answers here. Vidritz, he knows that people are going to be watching that hatch drop. He doesn't have any answers. I think his best bet is probably to, yes, as he is doing currently, just go ahead and head down main as best he can. Slowly but surely. I don't think anyone's aware of them. I don't know if they've shot default cam, but I don't think it's going to matter. Wands is... Oh, they will now see him on that Maestro cam. They know where he's coming from. This mute jammer will cause his vision to get a little hazy. Oh, and Polo picks up the kill onto Wands. That's another round. A flawless defensive rotation by the side of Aggressively Average as we move on to their next defense. These defenses are looking solid.
Woo! Man, I'm really hoping we see overtime here. I don't want this to end.
I'm hoping we see overtime from the pure chaos it would make the playoff standings.
Yeah.
Well, I guess technically an Aggressively Average regulation win causes the most playoffs, because then we have another team at 12 points. It's crazy. Like, we have so many teams in that double-digit point tier.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah. Last season, we almost had like a crazy three-way tiebreaker at the end.
Yes, we
And
did.
it's looking like it's going to be even crazier this season.
It does. And I think that just speaks to all of you beautiful people in Twitch chat that we've gained over the years, all the beautiful people in this game that we've gained over the years. Bro League has grown so much. It's gotten so much better. It's gotten so much more intense, and we just love it.
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people. You're beautiful. We see a return to CCTV.
Remaining.
Frost has broken that double digits barrier. Polo's only a kill away, and Nyx is only 2 kills away from following suit. Comet's still the only person on his team who has managed to break that double digit barrier.
The bomb.
Do you see the Finka still in the hands of T? Vidritz on that Thermite. Toast on Nomad, and Wands on the Jackal. A lot of early shooting right now as Norway is being contested on Raptor's side. I almost just died. Like, if I killed myself choking on water, that'd be irony.
Epic water filters.
Epic water. Well, not that kind of. My water tastes fine. I just drank it, like, and I coughed at the same time. Polo is the opening pick right now, as Wands manages to pick him up on a little bit of a cheeky angle. Could this be the first round that Blind Bandits are able to win on their attacks? Norway dropping down from Rafters in an interesting position here.
Very interesting.
They're using a lot of util. Norway will pick up T. He wasn't expecting it.
Oh!
It'll pick up the Comets. The Comets.
The Comets is down.
The Comets is down. I was just saying this round was looking good for Blind Bandits, but even with Raptors control, and they don't even have Raptors control. Nyx jumps right back into Raptors and manages to pick up Phoedrits. Round that started with them getting the opening pick is looking more and more precarious by the moment. Nyx retakes Rafters. A good call by him. A good, smart play by him. Denies Rafters. Oh, but his legs clipping through the floor will give away his position to Toast, who is aware where he is and is going, oh no! That thankfully doesn't do damage to him, I don't think. He'll pick up Toast, and that's Diffuser cold and down on the bottom of Garage.
Well, that is unfortunate.
He is he's looking to pick up the pieces. He will know where that alibi is. No one else looks to be on site. Oh, alibi will miss. Nick will miss just a couple shots. Oh, he's got the bailiff out, the shotgun pistol. Oh, and he gets shotgunned in the face! That is unfortunate, but the problem is they are aware of one thing on the side of Blind Bandits, or on the side of Aggressively Average, and it's that Wands does not have Diffuser, but he does have a triple kill! And he's got 40 whole seconds to convert this into a round win for his team. All that's left is Frost. He's sitting down in Garage. He's going to hold this Diffuser. He doesn't quite know where the Jackal is, but the Jackal's about to know where he is. And he's going to see if he can't get a little bit of a cheeky kill. He knows that he's moving back into Lounge, so he knows. Oh, and Frost picks up. That was getting a little dicey there for the side of Aggressively Average. But Frost is on one today, and he manages to pick up that last kill to secure the round and secure match point for his team. They're guaranteed at worst a single point, so they will break that double-digit threshold on those power rankings, or on those, I guess, standings. I guess they're not power rankings.
Regular rankings. Just
regular rankings. Regular rankings. We haven't had power rankings in forever. When's Bro Show, Jeff?
Yeah.
We miss seeing you guys get drunk and talk about teams. I'm gonna see if Jeff responds. Oh, I guess I need to wait for this exact moment in the Twitch stream to be able to see. We will see, though, a return of Aggressively Average to that gym bedroom. They just need one more round. They know this would be so sweet to get them back in that playoff spot. They would vault Blind Bandits, as a matter of fact, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe Blind Bandits are sitting at 11 points. They would vault them and usurp them for a playoff spot as of right now. Could change, obviously, at any moment.
Well, that would be huge.
But it would be huge. Aggressively Average is a team that they've struggled in these past couple weeks to get back in that win column, and not just get back in that win column, but vault themselves into a strong position as they continue their playoff hunt would be huge.
Massive.
Some would call it gigantic.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
You wouldn't go that far?
No.
You're just going to stick with huge?
Just massive.
Just massive? What's the difference?
I don't know.
What would you say the tier list of those words are? Because I think probably gigantic, it just sounds like the biggest of the three.
Right. It kind of sounds like Titanic.
Yeah.
Which is very big.
Yes. Now we do have, I almost forgot to mention, we do have Nyx has officially broken the double digits club over on Aggressively Average. Wands came close. He's only a kill away. He could get it this very round and break double digits for his team.
And
Norway's
I didn't notice this, but they have Jacuzzi Wall open.
They do. They did not reinforce Jacuzzi Wall, and it looks like, as we saw that little rappel up and then rappel back down, it looks like Blind Bandits just realized that as well. They're going to sledge open the castles, which is a good call here. Just get these castles open, get some sightlights open for your team, and move along. Phoedrits looks like he wants to try and get CC Wall open, and he will. U-jammers are really nice, but they don't cover the whole wall. The problem.
Right.
Not anymore, anyway. So that is the wall open for Vidrits. He's cooled off a little bit as well, sitting at 5 and 10. He had that big 2K as Oryx and has been a little quiet lately. He has been playing hard breach though, so you can't blame the man. Highlight's taking a lot of damage from that window. They're just pre-firing that position. Polo will get shut down by comets. The has been silenced.
Highlight's not giving this up.
He isn't. They have a drone exactly on him. Toast will pre-fire, won't get the kill, but Comets will as he swings around. Comet's sitting at 16 kills. He might be looking at a 20 piece. He definitely wants it, especially for his team's wins. For the sake of his team to win this, he will want that 20 piece. Meanwhile, we see T sitting over on these windows. Oh, but Frost picks up Toast with the C4. Not entirely worth, because Toast was only on a sliver of HP anyway, and that's a bit of a waste of a C4, but you take the kill. You don't rely on the fact that they're low health. You just take the kill where you can get it. Oh, did not end up shooting that drone, or did they? Who knows? We do see Frost playing these top main. We have Nyx playing. I kind of like this mirror, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
Holding from inside bathroom, looking into con door. There was a drone that went in. Blind Band is definitely taking their time, being safe with it.
Seconds left.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Norway just inadvertently killing Simon.
Oh no.
To go.
But Norway picks up the kill onto T and won't pick up the kill onto Copper. What'd I say? Vidrits. Just needs to heat up a little bit more. That could be it for him. Man's got the aim. You saw that recoil control. And now we go to maximum rounds. Well, not maximum rounds, because we could go to overtime. What a day. Has every single map gone 7-5? Or has every single map gone all 12 rounds at least? I think it has.
I feel like it has.
Unless maybe the last game went 7-4?
Maybe.
I know that the Team 12 cocked and loaded game went 7-5.
Yep, we went 7-5.
We'll see though if this is the final round or we'll have an overtime game tonight. And my voice will truly be
Can it get
just
louder?
beyond repair. I mean, I can get I can go full Banshee and just make it so my IGLing tomorrow for my own team is just a raspy voice that sounds like I've smoked for 10 years. Alright guys, we're pushing Astro!
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
What do you mean you didn't hear me? I'll give it my all. The Caster's Creed. It's not over till it's over.
It feels like an overtime match, doesn't it?
It feels like an overtime match. I will agree with you. Now, we do see a return to basement for the side of aggressively average. They had a decent round on this site. The problem is, yeah, they had a decent round on this site. It was actually a really good one. It came down to Frost's 2 or 3 piece, give or take.
Before insertion.
We do still have Norway and Polo. You just need 1 kill. Come on, break the double-digit club. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Wands and T are only 1 kill away apiece from breaking the double-digit clubs themselves. This is quite a well-rounded match we're seeing from both of these teams. Now, as this round starts, we do see Blind Bandits immediately opening up that freezer door and droning out all of kitchen. They want to know, is it safe? Can we get this stuff open? Because we want to get it open as soon as possible. Oh my goodness, let's see what we have here. That sledge, so you open that sledge spot right there to try and prevent someone from playing deep armory on you. Either be a pulse or someone waiting with a nitro cell. Because you can see far down there.
Right, but you can't get nitroed there.
Correct. I mean, you can if someone's literally waiting for the sledge thing and then throws it up through the bars. But if someone does that, then that's just, there's nothing you can do about that. And you should feel bad. Polo is still on this roam. It looks like he's going to play over on Rafter side once again. Meanwhile, Sledge is going to be working on getting a bunch of this open, making sure that this back armor is held. Polo has gone ahead and dropped down into Oil Pit. He's going to hold blue for his team to make sure that their backside is safe. But it looks like the Blind Bandit attack is going to mostly focus... Oh! And that Vedrit's dead on Chain Repel from Highlights. Missed a couple shots, but hit the one that mattered, which was the head. Comets manages to pick up Frost, though, as the refrag, so we're immediately back to a 4v4. Vedrit's, while important on that ace, he did his job. He opened up that dirt for an eventual flank. Oh, Highlights picks up another onto T. Oh, won't be able to pick up Toast, though. But that's the Sledge gone. Those are frag nades gone. In fact, no more frag nades on the side of Blind Bandits. This is tied up, though, at 3-3. All that's left now is Nyx, Norway, and Polo versus Toast, Wands, and Comets. Both of these teams want this badly, because the team that would be vaulted for aggressively average if they win this in regulation would be Blind Bandits. Looks like they're setting up for this execute, though. It looks like they want to drop this hatch. They're gonna throw some stun grenades. Problem is, one of the people still alive. That's a Maestro. That is... Oh no! Bulletproof cams! Don't stop him! Comets is gonna get this plant down. Polo picks up Toast. That's double digits for him. Polo won't be able to pick up Wands, though, over in blue. And now it is all down to Nyx to prevent this from going into overtime. He's gonna get scanned here. They'll know where he is, and Wands will get the flick and get the kill. And we're going to overtime!
Wow.
Dear God.
Wow. Well, we knew it was going to happen.
You knew it was happening. Now, what this does for Blind Bandits is it does guarantee they will not be passed up by aggressively average no matter how this game goes. They're sitting at 12 points. The most aggressively average you can finish with now is 11. Not 11 in this game total, but you get what I mean. 11 points in the standings.
Right.
That's a big blow for aggressively average. They got the perfect site rotation, managing to pull it into a 5v4. I believe they even won CC. It was 6-4 at one point.
Attackers need to locate.
You know, you gotta put that out of your head. You're on your stronger half. You've gone 4-2 on your defenses.
Yep.
You just need to win 2 more. Won't be enough to vault you into a playoff spot, I do not believe just yet, but it will be enough to keep your hopes up and keep you playing meaningful Siege. Do you see a return to the gym bedroom? It's a fair thing. They're 2-0 on CC though, so that's an odd choice to not go CC.
They're really confident in this defense.
They're really confident, despite being 1-1 on it though, is the main problem.
Remaining.
Maybe though they figure, you know what, that last defense we had on here, that was more us. That was more our mistakes than them beating it. Let's run it back, see if we can't get something good from it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of interesting things about this setup. They're obviously going to hold cash, but again, the open jacuzzi wall is interesting.
Opening jacuzzi wall is definitely interesting. I kind of like it though, to be perfectly honest with you.
It's working for him.
It is very much working for him. We have Polo playing this Rafters position as the castle, playing very aggressively with that ump. I don't think he saw the drone. He might get pre-fired here in a moment.
Oh! Right in the noggin.
Oh! Polo with the reaction speed there to get that kill, and that's a big opening pick. He'll get the second! And that's Diffuser, cold and dead on the ground, and all of a sudden this is looking very bad for the side of Blind Bandit. Polo is still in this position. He won't be any longer, though, as Comets picks up that kill. Like I said, Comets is still looking for that 20 piece. He only needs 2 more. Polo is sitting at 12 and 10 now. He is handing it off to his team, saying, boys, I've done all I can. Win this. Win this round. They don't have any heart breaches left, I just realized, either on the side of Blind Bandits. Oh, and Highlights will pick up 1. We could see, if this goes the way it might, we could see a team all in double digits. All we have now, Highlights just needs 1 more kills to break double digits, and then Norway just needs 1 more as well. What a hell of a game that would be if we had an entire team of double digits.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
We have Comet slowly working his way up Rafters. He has picked up Diffuser. He is looking. They have spotted him on cam. They know where he is. They know what he's doing. Can he be stopped, though? He's going to jump in over through that window. They're going to hold multiple crosses here. They're not going to let him get some free 1v1s here. Highlights is just jiggling. He should be jiggling. He knows what this means for his team. Oh no! They both went prone! What is this? What am I watching? Oh, but Frost picks up the kill!
Wow. Like I said, I don't want this match to end. I just want to keep going all night. No.
My throat is dying!
No. No.
Help me!
You gotta hang in there.
I can't. Now I wish I had some tea. Oh. Alright.
Is this a candidate for best match of the season?
It's getting close there. If aggressively average, if every single one of their members breaks double digits, I don't know how it wouldn't be a game of the season. Because everyone on aggressively average has come to play.
Yeah. Especially
even on the side of Blind Bandits, they're having, like, you can't really point to anyone and be like, and say they're not performing what they need to be doing.
Right.
This game is still fully within reach. See how this goes now. It looks like they've gone to their CC defense, which I believe has worked out. I know, they're actually 1-on-1 on these defenses. I was going to say that they were flawless on them, but they were not in fact flawless. We do see... I'm really hoping, honestly, Highlights in Norway managed to get a kill. Just one apiece.
That would be something.
I want to see. That would be something. Here we go. Potentially the final round. Blind Bandits, if there's anything left in the tank, you've got to use it now. And aggressively average, this is your chance. Sure, you can't leapfrog Blind Bandits, but getting to 11 points, you're still right in the thick of things. You need every point you can eke out. Let's see if they can grab it. We have Frost actually on the line, I just now realized. Nick's playing the Twitch instead of his ace. Norway the only hard breach on that Therm. Holo running back to the sledge has been a very solid pick for him so far today. Oh, well, we'll see if one of these. There we go. I think that'll do it. There we go. And Highlights back to that Capitao. Meanwhile, we have one on his Bandit, another one of his operators he loves dearly. Toast playing that mirror and setting up the mirror windows. T playing his Wamai on top of rafters. Vidritz playing his smoke. Actually, his smoke. I don't think I've seen him on smoke so far today. But he's on smoke now! And Comet's playing his Thunderbird. We'll see what happens. They've opened up single con wall, not the one leading into cache, but the one leading into con itself. Looks like they want to do it, probably just a direct con push. Maybe they don't feel comfortable in clearing out rafters. A con push can work very well, but the problem is if you don't have rafters control, it can be a little tricky, because those head holes are devastating to trying to push in from. Because even if you open up single cache wall, those head holes can stop everything from that side. We have Frost over here on the roam. Clearing.
Roam clearing. On the roam clear. And I think the only one he's going to get is Comets, maybe.
He might get Comets here, but Comets is just playing over in Lounge. And it looks like Frost has decided he's just going to push up main. I really hope they have something watching that flank. Norway's going to go open up main wall, so they have site control almost fully. They know that T is playing over in rafters. Let's see if they can find him. They need this pick. They need this to be a pick that they get early, too. They can't afford to be having it happen in the 15 seconds like they have had before. They have a lot of control. They have a lot of map control, but not a lot of kills. They have... We'll see how this execute goes. Oh, that's quite a bit of damage going back and forth. T and Nyx. But T heals back up with that Thunderbird station, and it looks like Nyx has decided he's just going to push. Frost manages to pick up Toast. Nyx gets down by T, so that will be Raptors control remaining in the hands of Blind Bandits. But 35 seconds left. Still plenty of time to execute off of here. That's the fire coming down. Polo just jumped. What? How did Polo get there? That is absolutely huge. Highlights picks up the kill, breaks double digits. Norway, come on. Norway, do it. Norway, get a kill. Polo, light up Vidritz. Frost will get a kill on Wands on the flank. All that's left now is Vidritz to hold on for Blind Bandits. Norway's going to get this plant down. Oh! That's why that mirror is actually quite decent. Norway's going to go outside. I wonder if they'll make the call. Hey, let Norway try and get this final kill, please. 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 Highlights is going to hold the head holes over on Raptors. Beatrix is just going to run out of time here. He's in a really bad position. No matter how he swings to get this diffuser, there will be someone who can just outright stop him. He knows that there's probably someone playing Raptors. He needs to win this gunfight. Oh, but Highlights won't even take the gunfight, and Highlights will win the gunfight eventually, and that's the win for Aggressively Average.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. How did Polo get it? I'm still so shook. What the hell? How did Polo get in sight?
Well, I think he just jumped in server window and was like, where can I find someone to kill?
Yeah, he just like, hey guys, that guy's still on Rafters? Oh,
Okay.
say less.
Well,
But that's going to be it for this game. Aggressively Average manages to win 8-6. Gets the 2 points, unable to secure the 3, but you take the points. You always take the point.
absolutely. Yep.
That's going to do it for us here in the casting booth at the end of this triple header. Tomorrow we have a Vivid Polar, my team, playing against Puppies and Kittens as the only game and the last game of the week. I'm out of steam. I'm going to be completely honest here, but I had a lot of fun today. 3 super good games, super close games, super hectic games. Couldn't have asked for more than that.
Yeah, everybody give a round of applause to Paladin here. Yeah, how long have you been talking now? 4 hours?
We started around 6:13 and it's 10:04 my time.
Okay, that's insane.
Yeah, I have water.
With an epic water filter, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I got one recently.
Good. It's pretty awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's very awesome. Use code BROLEAGUE.
10% off. Or is it
Yeah,
is
I
it
could-
more than
I
that?
could- I don't know off the top of my head. I think it is 10%.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your service today, Paladin. Good work. We saw really good matches, and excited to see what's to come in the weeks ahead.
Very excited to see what's to come as we close out this Bro League season. Only 3 weeks remaining.
3 weeks. That's it.
That's it. So that's going to do it from us here. I wish you all a very good night, a very good morning, and good night.